The Secretary of Agriculture is expected to present a plan to the president this week to funnel billions into the ag economy to make up for a hike in retaliatory tariffs from China. RFD-TV's Sarah Mock has more on what's driving the conversation.
The head of USDA says the fear of losing the Chinese ag market for good is unrealistic.
China will be back. China needs us. We've acted and got in a position where we're dependent on that market, and we got a little addicted to that market, and they cut us off, and now we're scrambling here.
Perdue says as Chinese populations continue to grow wealthier, their need to purchase from U.S. farmers will grow. And so negotiators are seeking much greater access to the Chinese market than the U.S. farmer has previously had. But he also says the U.S. needs to explore other markets.
Indonesia and Malaysia and India and Vietnam and Philippines, and that's important to grow the market. We have become too dependent on China as a huge customer. It was easy. They were taking it up, all the while treating us with will the next boat be stopped because of weeds or biotech or those kind of things.
But as negotiations stall and officials continue to pursue other markets, a second trade aid package is being planned to bridge the gap.
The president's desire to be somewhere in the $15 to $20 billion mark, and an appropriate amount that he thinks will be to the people who are hurt the most, and that's the ag community of the United States.
Though Perdue says that dollar figure is based on a percentage of total tariff funds collected, he predicts money for the program will come through the Commodity Credit Corporation, an organization set up by Congress to help stabilize ag markets during crises. Perdue says the program should also help rural communities.
As farmers turn money over, they don't keep it in their pockets. If we help the agricultural community with a $15 to $20 billion installment, that money is going to rotate several times in the economy of the main streets of these communities.
With the second round of trade aid in the works that the Secretary expects to roll out in the coming days, he's also cautious to remind producers that low commodity prices, the cause of years of hardship in agriculture, are due to overproduction and not tariffs. He's clear that a second round of trade aid will only address losses caused by trade disputes. For RFD-TV, I'm Sarah Mock in Washington.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Despite broad support from farm groups for the second round of trade aid, many experts are skeptical about the long-term viability of a plan that purchases crops through the Commodity Credit Corporation due to the lack of success seen with a similar program during the 1980s. Others are concerned about possible impacts on planning decisions.